Welcome to Cars in Korea. I introduce newly released Genesis, Hyundai, and Kia cars. And the car I have behind me today is 2023 Kia Niro that's been completely changed. For the record, I've actually have gone through the detailed review both on the exterior, the interior, the drive, and POV of this Kia Niro HEV right above here, so go check that card and video out. And I've also managed to capture a video on Niro EV as well, so if you're curious about it, don't miss it out. But I pulled out the camera today to test out something that this Kia Niro got for the first time. That is, well, you see right there the blade? There is a little secret to this thing. This may just look like a typical just C-pillar blade, and I don't really want to call it out, but that reminds me of a sports car from an Audi, I'll put it that way. But that is actually not just for the looks alone on this Kia Niro, but come check this out. If you take a look closely right there, you see, this is actually open, and well, because you can see the other side and the dust through that mark right there, right? So it looks very marginal on this GoPro right now. I'm just trying my best to capture, but it's not as tiny as it looks like on the video though. So that there is an air going in towards here, exiting that way. Curious why that is? Well, because that's actually functional and it helps out with the better MPG, reducing the vortex created around and behind the car that drags the car and that reduces the MPG. So with that, it's supposed to help Niro get better MPG. And I was curious, and you see, I wanted to test it out myself, and I've come up with a very scientific way of doing so. How? Come check this side out, and that is what I've come up with. I've used this N Performance tape, duct tape, well, that's supposed to be like a camouflage tape, so I've covered up the side completely using the box tape. So if you take a look right here, you see the camouflage tape right there. So that is how it's been covered up. So I've gone through the same road, the same distance, and I've traveled it the same time using the HDA Highway Driving Assist, so that there is marginal human interaction when it comes to driving the vehicle and testing out the MPG. So I've gone 2 times, one with the vent covered up with those box tapes, and of course one without. And let's go check out the result right now. You're looking at the result right now, and I fast forwarded the video, well, just because it's a little bit boring, but you can slow down the video on YouTube. So if you're curious if the video is legit, you can slow down the video and see for yourself. So that is what it is. This is the first run, and that is a result I am getting. But the thing is, I was just really blown away by the fact that the numbers and the MPG that 2023 Kia Niro was pumping out. I gotta be honest, that is like by far the highest MPG I've seen myself on any car, and that is without the ducts covered up. There was no traffic, there has been no interference whatsoever, and that is the result I got. So came around to the same starting point, and I've resetted the car at the same position and time, and I am now going on the second run with the vents covered up in a scientific way. So going through the same path using the HDA, once again, Highway Driving Assist, so there is no human interaction or marginal. Going around the same path. If you are curious about if I've gone through the same path and same speed, and I've tried my best to put this car under exact same condition for the experiment, so that is the result that I came up with. And surprisingly, there actually has been a difference in number, and that is the result that I got. So this is 2023 Kia Niro, and next time you see the car on the street, and if you ever become an owner, let you know this C-pillar And the blade is not just for the looks, but for practicality, and it's actually very functional. Just imagine the fuel that this tech alone would save if you start driving this car for years and years. So what do you guys think about today's video in terms of that design and the practicality and the idea put behind this Kia Niro? I personally was very surprised by the result, and I am very curious and hope to see more of those on future Kia cars. So next time I see a brand new Kia car, I know what I'm looking for and I know what I'm testing. Alright, so don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. And for the record, this is the accumulated MPG that this 2023 Kia Niro's got for its entire lifespan of 11,673 kilometers with 20 kilometers per liter. That's putting together the city drives, highway driving, full throttle, and also counting the fact that this is a test driver. So Kia Niro living up to its name and fame once again.